Hey, good morning, folks. Well, we did get all of our chores done yesterday, and today we are actually getting ourselves ready. We've got a pretty major freeze coming. I think they said minus 22 with minus 54 wind chill. So we've got a few things we've got to take care of. First and foremost are the pigs. Now, pigs do real well in cold, but there's a few things we can do to help them stay warm tonight. One of those is going to be filling up their pen with hay and then feeding them really, really good. So, unfortunately, I tried filming on my phone, but it's already extremely cold and my phone died. So, I'm going to go ahead and take care of them and then warm up my phone, and then I will show you guys what we're doing to help the pigs make it through the night. So to help the pigs make it through the night, we've just banked some snow on the side of their pen that's going to get hit with the most of the snow. I'm sorry, with most of the wind. And then we gave them plenty of feed today. We'll do the same tonight. Gave them some fresh water. And more importantly, we gave them quite a bit of hay so that they'll be able to bury themselves tonight. Hey, piggies. Pigs are extremely resilient to the cold, much more so than to the heat. So I'm not really too worried about them, but I did want to make sure that we did whatever we could to help protect them. So the next thing that we got to go check is the GPS. We got to make sure the propane heater is doing fine. We have the right ventilation without having too much cold air come in it. So yesterday I was in here and I topped off all the batteries with distilled water. So all the maintenance is done on the batteries right now. Really what I want to do is make sure that the heater has enough propane. And so what I'm going to do is just swap out the tank. I don't know. I think we're right at the end of the tank that I've got on it. And I do not want to be out here tonight or tomorrow changing the tank. So we're going to go ahead and change the tank now. The other thing I'm going to do is I needed to check the ventilation, make sure I got enough ventilation in here, but that it is not, we don't have too much cold air coming in. So I'm going to do that, and then, boy, I think I got to get inside because, oh, it is cold out. So after checking the propane, everything looks good. The heater is on. Right now, it's 67 degrees in here. We like to keep it at about 70. And the reason we keep it at about 70 degrees is so the battery's optimal temperature is 77. And every 10 degrees less or lower, the batteries begin to not operate at their peak. So last winter we did have some issues with that. This winter, or this past summer, we built this shed specifically for our solar equipment so that, number one, I could do the maintenance, and number two, that we could control the temperature in here. We've had no issues so far. System is running really good. We've been able to maintain that 65 to 72 degree temperature, which is perfect for this time of year with these batteries. And I mean, right now we are in the absorb charging. Hopefully, if all goes well and the sun stays out, we'll hit float, and then the batteries will be fully charged. So it is pretty warm in here. So I'm gonna get out of here, get back outside. I'm gonna do a quick walk around, make sure everything looks good. So this has been the tractor we've been using, well, since last year about this time. And we are going to have to retire this tractor for a while at least. So I was warming it up a few weeks back, and all of a sudden something broke on the inside. Not really sure what it was, if it was in the engine, if it was in the flywheel, the transmission. I have no idea. All I know is that something broke. And so this tractor is going to be dead until we can start tearing into it. My plan with this tractor now is to rebuild it, fix it, get some of the, get it cleaned up, and then we are going to turn around and we are going to sell it. Not until I get everything fixed on it, but probably sometime in the summer. It's been a good tractor for us. We have tons of videos from the summer where we used it, but we decided that it was time for something new and something different. So the walkthrough went well. Everything looks like it's supposed to look. I think the next thing before I go inside is we do want to bring in enough wood because, like I said, it's going to be cold, and we're going to have our wood stoves cranking today, and especially tonight. Tonight's going to be the worst. So I'm going to go fill up our wood in the cabin, and then we're going to go inside. So we monitor the temperature out in the GPS on this little indoor-outdoor thermometer here. And right now, the temperature is reading 53 degrees. That's low. So we were just out there. We just checked it. Propane tank was good. We've got the windows cracked because we do need the ventilation. But I'm going to head out there right now, and we're going to make sure that everything is still okay out there. Right now the temperature is about -12. Boy, it feels like it. Worst part is this wind. The wind is whipping. And it's so cold, the snow is frozen. It's so cold, the snow is frozen. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I guess I was wrong about how much gas I had. Oh boy. All right, we are off. So, I gotta go change the tank. Here too, because yeah, that tank is definitely empty. Now, come back in here. Usually it takes a moment to let the gas fill up the line. That started right up. We'll put it on our temperature. All right, so normally what I like to do is when it has shut off like this, I like to turn this inverter on, which in turn turns a fan that's inside of here on. And the reason I do that is just to help push the heat out to the rest of the room. Yeah, this guy's showing 51 degrees in here. No bueno. So we're gonna let this puppy finish warming up. The other thing that I'm kind of hoping for is right now we're still in absorb. We've generated 4.7 kilowatts. We're still bringing in about 500 watts, and I'm hoping that we get into float today. That would be ideal. So, yep. All right, well, we're gonna let this do its thing. I'm glad that I came back out here and checked that, because we definitely do not want these batteries getting too cold. So as the day goes on, it is getting colder and colder. It's frigid. Whew. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go. We don't want them to hurt their paws, because this weather will do that to them. It is nice and warm in here.
Is it cold out there, boys?
All right, where are we at here? Looks like we're right at about, what is that, about minus 14, I think, about minus 14 degrees. But boy, is it beautiful. All right, so it's about, I think it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And boy, the temperature really dropped. So we're gonna do a quick walk around, make sure everything looks okay. The wind is really picking up, and I want to make sure that, I just want to make sure I get my eyes on everything. So let's go do that. The pigs are in pretty good situation here. Ooh. You wanna boy, this wind is nasty. I think the temperature is minus 24, but I think it feels like minus 50. At least that's what it feels like to me. We're gonna try to make this quick. Yeah, it's so cold, even our outdoor lights aren't working right. Yeah, it's cold. Everything looks good so far. I'm gonna go take another look at the GPS and make sure that's doing okay. And yeah, then I'm going inside. Oh boy, my glasses are starting to fog up. But so we made it to the GPS. I should probably take those off for a moment. So we made it to the GPS. And one thing I am gonna do, so the batteries need to be vented. They do degas when they are being charged. Right now there's no charge happening. So even though I have this little crack here, we're gonna go ahead and pull that. We're gonna shut this window. Try to help prevent some of the cold air from coming in. Now tomorrow morning, I'll come back out here and open that up. On the other side here, we have this window. Now this window stays cracked just enough to let air in and let some of the moisture out. So it's going to be a hard night, I think, on everything. Oh, there we go. Now I can see you. But that's okay. You know, we built everything for these cold temperatures. We've got the right systems in place. This room is heavily insulated. The batteries are well insulated. The heat's going. And I just hope, yeah, this is going to do its thing tonight. I'll check it tomorrow. And yeah, boy, it is nice and toasty in here. Oh, yeah, it's like 85 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to head inside. We're going to call it a night. And we'll see you in just a second, but it'll be tomorrow morning. So when you don't have double pane windows, this is what happens. This is all frost on the inside of these windows. This is in our hallway. So now that the frost is there, we've got to put towels there so that when it decides to melt, it doesn't get the window all wet. So it is the next day, and even though the temperatures are going up, unfortunately, it looks like we lost our propane in the GPS, and the temperature right now is 30 degrees in here. So that is a big, big problem. I just changed the propane tank, put a new tank on it. I'm a little concerned that maybe the seal on the propane nozzle itself on the spigot there is might be compromised. Right now it's just too cold and too windy to really look at it, so I'm just gonna we're just gonna let this thing ride out, and I'm gonna go check it and just make sure it's nice and tight. But oh man, that would not be very good, to say the least. So, but we'll see. All right, so the heat's on, and I'm cold, so I'm gonna go in and have some breakfast, and then we'll see. The pigs are doing great. They're eating. They made themselves a real nice bed. They've got some donuts out here. And they're going to spend most of their day probably in here hunkered down. But from the looks of it, they did real good. She's got herself some donuts, and it looks like she's going inside because it's cold. So the pigs survived the coldest night we've had here in Maine with these pigs. And well, I'm going inside now. So it's really nice to know that the boys are all kind of hunkered down here and just hanging out by the wood heat. Whitco's over here on the couch, and everybody is nice and toasty right now. I think overall we didn't experience any issues. The only real issue I had was starting the Jeep this morning, but other than that, I mean, it was everything did what it was supposed to do. And the most important thing is we did not lose our water. So we're very happy about that. And, as far as the propane is concerned, I'm just going to keep checking on it, making sure that, the propane is still, the heater's still on. And it's going to get warmer here in a few days. So I'll keep monitoring it and then check it. And when it gets warmer, I'll take a look at that seal, because we'll see. We'll have to see. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope that you guys, I hope we were able to kind of convey to you guys what we had to go through to get ready for this, this cold snap. So if you, if you like the video, please hit that like button, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video.